In the upcoming spring period, there are special days when the light becomes very bright. These are the days when the male heart is touched by a high light. The feminine mystery is revealed to those who can receive the truth so that it resonates. A beautiful connection is created between the male and female energy. The pillars of light arise where the energy is pure. These pillars of light are positioned centrally and they amplify the frequency, strengthening the anchorage and opening the male heart. Activations: the light pillars send and receive the light that rises from the crystalline core of Mother Earth and also a special activation energy from the cosmos. The clear areas in which the grid converges in a sacred point form the base of the pillar of light. This vertical light line resonates high and spreads the light. You can compare this to the antennas that receive and transmit the waves of the images and sound on your radio or TV. Corona, wreath of light: the crown is like a flower that can open and close to the heavenly signals. Make sure you are well tuned to the higher light, so that a nice upload can always come to you. Receiving the celestial signal in a pure way is connected to the sensitivity of the heart, which connects to the crown and vice versa. Some petals have become somewhat out of tune and may be rebalanced by means of sounds, so that the waves are restored and blockages are lifted. Trauma or being in the head a lot can keep the leaves closed like a bud. All this can be reset very subtly and thoughtfully. A direct healing on the crown can also replace the old leaves with new energy. Not only the crown is reset, but your entire system. Everything is connected, and because the crown is brought into a higher vibration, the other chakras such as those of the heart may be raised. It is an interplay of light photons and atoms. In the cell all this will be received and activated. Male heart detoxification: the male heart is drenched in a clear love. In this special process a light is shed on the shadow spots, where the toxins are allowed to leave the body. If this is not done properly, other organs can be affected. Be alert when heart complaints arise and take the necessary measures. The moment you have a lot of trouble with the heart or other organs, stand still and see what it takes. Listen carefully to the inner voice and pay attention to the signals. If necessary, take a break for a while, because the male old part is going to die off and a newer layer will emerge. In this new layer, a deeper vision of the outside world develops, in which compassion and care for the other will be expressed. The new Aquarius man wakes up. Transmutations from the Christ consciousness, oneness consciousness, take time and not everything can be accomplished at once. They are waves of awareness in which the pillars of light play a major role. Keeping the balance within yourself takes extra energy. Make sure that balance is maintained in the transition from the old to the new. There is a lot of movement in the collective male consciousness, and the cosmic waves are working strongly in the female and male energy. The new Aquarius woman, she stood in the light of the Marian energy last year. Many then woke up in an innovative layer. The heart resonates differently. Some of them have been touched but not yet activated. This will now open at an accelerated rate. They are activated to support the masculine energy of the heart and to accomplish the exchange of knowledge. The mystical female part is opened. They are deep processes that open up the male consciousness, and tears can flow. These are the tears over the crooked process, when the masculine and feminine in the heart are disturbed. They weep and now see how the masculine energy has become fragmented and distracted by material lower things. The restrictions imposed on the male energy prevented them from blossoming in their mystical, feminine, layer. The nature of man, the original natural codes form a very beautiful and subtle energy. Breaking this balance is a crime against humanity. In the present time, feeling and love are often portrayed as a superficial and complicated subject. Just now that the new time is being born, people can stand up for what is really true. Sexuality is a sacred energy, but it has been rejected to a lesser purpose. The real feeling: some sensitive minds get confused, the feminine side is suppressed and the frustration is launched with an explosion into the world of matter. In their hearts they lack the spiritual female connection, which only creates a superficial way. The Aquarius child cannot integrate this and gets stuck. It is an energy that contains a lot of sadness and especially frustration. Don't let all of this escalate into something sickening for generations to come. The highly sensitive child may grow up in freedom from the movement from within. They can develop their own feeling and magical experience themselves in a natural and creative way without manipulation from the outside. In a safe environment and not in a public environment where so many extra stimuli can arise. Those who are not understood anyway, can lose themselves completely in all this. The gifted child has its own natural way with its own universal wisdom that you should not overturn. The ridicule of the feminine energy has derailed in another form. There will be a lot of stratification in the vibration, because the current vibration is going up even further. From respect for the male and female part, much can be explored in a creative and spiritual way. It is the loving intention that applies here. Many temptations arise, but these are far from a natural and healthy behavior, where there is no respect for the natural female and male form, monstrous forms arise. This is called escalation techniques. Escalation techniques, everyone from small to large is confused so that the natural feeling from the heart is blocked. Connecting with oneself and with another is a sacred connection and works in the subtle layers of the internal feeling. Being together in unity with nature in which the core can be explored. What is it really about? This inner experience is a unique experience for every person that can be carefully unpacked. Without divine intentions, this can go the wrong way, with fanatics overstepping the world of subtle feelings. Fly up like the white dove and lands together in a frequency that suits you. Include your own feelings of divine love and creativity. Let the Kundalini arise naturally, because it keeps your body and mind healthy. Emptiness and superficiality. When the lower path of emptiness is entered, diseased manifestations arise that ridicule everything. The intrusiveness arises in the field of gender transitions, let it arise naturally and not from aggression. There are many planets in which the feminine and masculine are expressed in different ways. In combination with the sacred laws, everything may be created from subtle feeling, but not from manipulation. In the lower layers the ego is central. The new energy will also resonate in this layer, but when they have become far away from their spiritual core, despair sets in and they don't know what to do anymore. They fill the void with a terrible craziness that goes too far. Help is coming. The higher light will guide and limit them. Beauty and warmth. Those who will respectfully examine all of this will be supported by the universal light. The new Aquarius path will run smoothly with a lot of depth and wonder. The light dimensions open and the new earth emerges in their hearts. They will feel connected to everything, with special contacts growing into true friendships. A warm glow in the form of a pure energy will take place between those who have healed themselves. Inner nuclear explosions. These are explosions sent from the heart when two people affectionately touch each other at the core, their energy coming together and exploding in the pineal gland. Be aware of the many changes that will occur in the lower and higher resonances. Leave, temporarily, that which no longer fits well. The cosmic waves come to earth in many forms of pure light, where the pillars of light begin to spread an energy that restores balance. This gives a lot of movement in the emotions and toxic parts are vibrated loose. Hybrid solar eclipse. The solar eclipse in Australia and Indonesia on April 20, 2023, symbolizes the dark spot that is now emerging. This may be healed and detoxified, so that the higher vibration can arise in your system. The corona is the beautiful halo of light that arises around the sun, and this indicates that there is a special protection from the light. Accept the cosmic protection offered to you. Channel, Arthura Hector.